Top pregnancy fears and 11 ways to overcome them. Pregnancy is a time of anticipation, excitement, and for some, anxiety. While it is normal to feel some level of worry during this period, some expectant mothers experience overwhelming fears that can interfere with their daily lives. Such pregnancy fears are often based on real or imagined dangers to the baby or the mother-to-be. If you have been experiencing severe apprehensions and worries related to your pregnancy, you are not alone. In fact, over 1 in every 10 expecting moms suffer from some form of anxiety during pregnancy, making it one of the most common mental health challenges faced by pregnant women. In this article, we will explore where these top pregnancy fears come from and give you 11 fail-proof tips on how to overcome them. The fear of having a miscarriage. The thought of having a human life growing inside of you is an amazing, but also overwhelming concept. For many women, the fear of miscarrying or losing their baby is very real. This is one of the top pregnancy fears because unfortunately, miscarrying is quite common. In fact, 25% or 1 in 4 of all recognized pregnancies end in miscarriage. However, while this may seem like a high number, it is important to remember that most miscarriages occur in the first trimester, before many women even know they are pregnant. Having had a previous miscarriage. Many pregnant women who develop a severe fear of miscarriage are those who have experienced it before. Nonetheless, having a previous miscarriage does not mean that you will not have a successful pregnancy in the future. In fact, according to the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, ACOG, only 1% of women can possibly experience recurring or repeated miscarriages. The fear of the unknown. Being pregnant comes with a lot of uncertainties. Will the baby be healthy? How will labor and delivery go? Will I be able to cope with motherhood? All these questions can be very overwhelming, especially for first-time moms. And while you may not have all the answers now, know that it is perfectly normal to feel this way. Having a baby is a huge life transition, and it is only natural to feel scared or anxious about the unknown. The fear of not being a good mother. Whether it is due to some family pressure or personal insecurity, many women worry about whether they will be good mothers or not. This top pregnancy fear can be particularly debilitating, as it can prevent women from enjoying the journey and eventually bonding with their baby. If you are feeling unsure about your ability to be a good mother, it might help to talk to someone who can offer support and guidance, such as a therapist, counselor, your midwife, or your OBGYN. Furthermore, it is good to remember that being a good mother does not mean being perfect. There is no such thing as a perfect parent, so cut yourself some slack and try to enjoy every aspect of the journey. The fear of how pregnancy will change your body. Another common pregnancy fear is the worry of how it will change your body, both during and after the process. Will I get stretch marks? Will my breasts look different? Will I never be able to wear my old clothes again? These concerns are not only common amongst women who are conscious about their physical appearance, but also those who are worried about how their body will function after pregnancy. And while it is true that pregnancy and childbirth can take a toll on your body, it is also important to remember that your body is capable of amazing things. Moreover, not all physical changes brought about by pregnancy are permanent. With the right care, some of these can be reversed or minimized overall. The fear of how motherhood can affect your career. For working expectant moms, it can be scary to think about how motherhood will change their career trajectory. Will I have to quit my job? Will I have to work less hours? How will I be able to juggle work and motherhood? Deciding on your next steps after becoming a mother is a very personal decision, and there is no right or wrong answer. What is important is that you take the time to weigh your options and make a decision that is best for you and your family. The fear of the financial aspect of parenthood. With prices getting higher and higher, the financial aspect is not only a common pregnancy fear, but a top parenting concern in general. Will we be able to afford having a baby? How much will childcare cost? What happens if we cannot make ends meet? These are all valid questions that deserve to be addressed. and they require the expecting parents to sit down and have an honest conversation about their finances. Once you have a better understanding of your financial situation, you can start planning on how to best prepare for the upcoming expenses. The fear of how parenthood will change your relationship. Apart from the time and financial commitments, parenthood can also potentially change the dynamic of your relationship. Will we still be able to find time for each other? How will our roles change? What happens if we start to grow apart? This is a valid concern which is also often tackled in parenting classes. It is normal for new parents to have such apprehensions, but it is important to remember that parenthood does not have to change your relationship for the worse. With proper communication and effort, you can still maintain a strong and healthy connection with your partner. The fear of labor and giving birth. Studies reveal that more than 20% of women experience some degree of fear when it comes to childbirth, and 6% find this fear to be so debilitating. This is completely understandable as the process of labor and childbirth can be physically painful and mentally draining. But it is important to be reminded that you are not alone in this experience. Your partner, your midwife or OBGYN, the nurses in the delivery room, and your family or support system will all be there to help you through this tough time. And there are a number of pain management options available to help ease the discomfort. How do you overcome your fears? Found yourself resonating to one or more of the top pregnancy fears above? Know that your feelings and anxieties are valid, and they are nothing to be ashamed of. The first step to overcoming your fears is to acknowledge them. Once you have done that, you can start taking steps to address them. Some of the things you can do to work through your fears are: talk about your fears with your midwife or doctor. It can be difficult for many pregnant women to talk about their fears and concerns with their midwife or doctor. Some may feel embarrassed, while others may worry that they will become a burden. However, it is important to remember that your care providers are there to help you. They have seen and heard it all before, and they will be more than happy to offer you advice and reassurance. Have your plans ready. Going through the whole pregnancy with the mindset of "we'll just see what happens" can be incredibly stressful. It is important to have a general plan in place so that you know what to expect. This does not mean that you must have everything mapped out perfectly, but having a general idea will help to ease some of the anxiety. If you're clueless about where to begin, a maternity consultation with a pregnancy expert can help you craft both a pregnancy class plan and a newborn care plan. These will come in handy as you progress through your pregnancy and start to prepare for the arrival of your little one. Join pregnancy and newborn care classes with your partner. As mentioned, one of the common pregnancy fears is the fear of how parenthood will change your relationship. Joining pregnancy and newborn care classes with your partner can help to ease some of those worries. These classes will prepare the both of you for the upcoming changes and equip you with the knowledge and skills needed as you transition to parenthood. You will also get to spend some quality time with your partner as you go through this new and exciting journey together. Talk to other moms-to-be. During pregnancy and birth classes, you will get to meet other moms-to-be who are going through the same thing as you. Talking to them about your fears and concerns can be very therapeutic. You may even find that some of them are facing the exact same issues as you. They will be a major source of support and advice once your baby arrives, so do not hesitate to exchange contact information with them. Read positive birth stories. Staying positive can be difficult with all the pregnancy pains and anxieties you experience daily. Sometimes, all you need is a reminder that everything will be all right in the end. Reading positive birth stories from other moms can help to give you some much-needed inspiration and hope. These stories will show you that it is possible to have a positive and empowering birth experience, despite all the challenges. Start practicing relaxation techniques. Relaxation techniques such as deep breathing and visualization can help to ease anxiety and promote relaxation. These techniques can be extremely helpful during labor and delivery. You can start practicing them now so that you will be more familiar with them when the time comes. Consider seeking professional help. If you find that your fears are starting to have a negative impact on your daily life, it may be time to seek professional help. Talking to a therapist or counselor can be beneficial. They can help you to understand and manage your fears in a more constructive way, plus they can also offer other resources and support. Focus on the present. Thinking too much about the future can be very overwhelming, especially when you are pregnant. It is important to remember that everything is always changing, and nothing is ever certain. So, whether it is your due date, the birth, or parenthood in general, try not to focus on it too much. Instead, focus on the present moment and enjoy your pregnancy journey as much as you can. Maintain open communication with your partner. You and your partner should go through this journey as a team. This is only the beginning of the many changes and challenges you will face as a family. So, make sure to keep the lines of communication open with your partner. Talk to them about your apprehensions, the pain, and everything else you are feeling. They may not be able to understand everything you are going through, but they can certainly offer their support and care. Take good care of yourself. The success of your childbirth experience and your transition to parenthood will depend on how well you take care of yourself during pregnancy. Make sure to eat a nutritious diet, get enough rest, and exercise regularly. These things will not only benefit your physical health but also your mental and emotional well-being. Know that you are not alone. Last, but not least, remember that you are not alone. Millions of women have gone through pregnancy and childbirth before you, and many more will go through it after you. So whatever fears or concerns you may have, know that you are not alone in this. There is a whole community of mothers who are more than willing to offer their support and advice. You also have your partner, your family, and your friends to help you through this journey. Just do not hesitate to reach out and communicate with them whenever you need to. Enter motherhood with confidence. Pregnancy and the whole transition to motherhood can be a very overwhelming experience, but it is important to remember that you are capable and strong enough to get through it. Just take things one step at a time, focus on the present, and ask for help when you need it. With a positive attitude and some support, you will be able to enter into motherhood with confidence.